What is up, Booba Gang? So today we're going to be reacting to every allegation against Jay-Z explained.
Shout out to everybody worldwide.
Worldwide. Shout out to all of y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Big up.
Make sure y'all drop a like on the vid. Follow my Twitch, link is down below if you have not already. You got anywhere special you want to shout out?
Hey, man, big up to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Big up to them.
Okay then. Shout out to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying?
Big up to the island of Puerto Rico. Shout out to y'all.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Thanks. So, we are going to be reacting to every allegation against Jay-Z explained. Because now, you know, Jay is facing some crazy allegations along with Diddy. So, that's what we're here to check out.
A lot of people surprised. You know, these things was out there years ago. It's just now these just coming to fruition. So,
Thanks.
let's see these allegations in order.
Let's go.
Just recently, an extremely serious allegation was made against Jay-Z in a lawsuit filed a couple of days ago. From a quick and heated response from Jay himself to tons of fans bringing up all of the weird circumstances surrounding Jay-Z over the years, it can be very confusing to separate facts from theories. So today I'm going to be breaking down all of the formal allegations against Jay-Z, along with his response and the theories from the fans. It all began on December 8th when a lawsuit against Diddy was amended and Jay-Z was named as a defendant. If you've been out of the loop for the past year or so, P. Diddy, aka Sean Combs, has been accused, sued, and indicted because of a lot of terrible things. I made an entire video on it detailing all of the allegations against him, so you can check that out if you need to catch up. But put simply, Diddy was allegedly a serial rapist, tried to blow up Kid Cudi's car, and has a laundry list of crimes, mostly sexual, that date back decades. So obviously, if Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, is being named in a lawsuit alongside Diddy, that can't be a good thing. They got the same name? According to CNN, the woman who is identified as a Jane Doe says she was 13 years old at
Is it Jay's name? He just said...
No, he says Sean Combs and the other one is Sean
Carter.
Sean Carter, yeah.
But they both their names are Sean.
Yeah, but I think they spell it different.
Okay.
She was allegedly assaulted by Combs and Carter at an after party following the Video Music Awards in 2000. The woman alleges she began to feel woozy after consuming a drink at the party and wandered into a nearby bedroom. The woman alleges Carter raped her first, followed by Combs. The woman says she hit Combs and ran out of the party, according to the amended lawsuit. NBC said that the girl was dropped off by a friend of the VMAs, but she didn't have a ticket. Apparently she tried to find a way to an after party, and a driver who said he worked for Diddy said that she fit what Diddy was looking for. He took her there, and allegedly she even had to sign an NDA to go into the after party, but she never got a copy. After the incident, the girl ran to a gas station and called her dad. So basically, Jay-Z is being accused of being a 13-year-old girl back in the year 2000. Then the lawsuit...
Wait, so who's 13-year-old daughter?
Yeah, I want to know more about the alleged girl that because
she did all that at 13.
Did she sneak out the house? Was she a runaway? Did she have problems at home?
That's crazy.
Did she lie about her age to get into clubs or whatever? However she linked up with them?
Exactly, because
I want to know.
She got to look like a grown 13-year-old to just be ripping and running.
Yeah, because that don't make no sense. You know,
that is crazy.
It sounds like to me all of the above.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because that don't make no sense for her to be in a party with grown men.
Yeah.
Them dudes was in their 30s at that time.
I mean, yeah.
And she's 13
I mean,
years old.
everybody is grown at that party.
With two celebrities.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But I mean, even if, you know, whatever the case is, you feel me, they still shouldn't be taking advantage of no 13-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Hold on.
Tell.
Nah,
it's okay, I'm editing it out.
Yo, Bowie.
Yeah, what up?
Yo, let me hit you right back, because I'm filming a video right now.
Alright.
Alright.
But yeah, they shouldn't be taking advantage of no teenager. Anyways, they talk about she got to sign the NDA, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's a crazy situation.
Yeah, I just... that one is kind of sketchy to me. But
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
I need to know more. Than
Yeah.
just I'm gonna believe her. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm not saying that just because, but I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm not saying it did happen, but I just need to know more.
Yeah.
Cause that's just crazy.
Nah, that's facts.
Good.
That's facts.
The woman's legal team reached out to Jay-Z to try and resolve the problem. Jay-Z responded to said letter by not only filing an utterly frivolous lawsuit, but by also orchestrating a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against her lawyers, their families, employees, and former associates in an attempt to silence her. They said that the effort to
Now this part is the reason why Jay-Z put that statement out is because he know that this can hurt his brand, his businesses, and his relationship with his family. And usually a lot of brands like the NFL that he's involved with, they'll move back and basically cut ties with him.
Yeah, because just the dirt being like on your name.
Because they don't want that part of their brand. So this is what happens even with Diddy. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
They cut ties, you know. Billion, Revoke, Ciroc, you know. So this is what happens.
Yeah.
alleged victim didn't work, and they plan to continue with the lawsuit. Also, the reason that all of these lawsuits have been coming out lately, out of New York in particular, is because New York recently extended their statute of limitations. What that means is that a crime that happened a super long time ago wouldn't have been able to be prosecuted, but now since they have a 2-year look-back window, you can file a lawsuit. I explained this in my previous video about Diddy, because he's got hundreds of suits against him right now, but that's why all of these lawsuits have been coming out lately. The lawyer filing the suit against Jay-Z is also the guy who you may remember announced he was representing 120 new victims against Diddy. He said high-profile names would be named once he had enough information, and I suppose now he thinks he has enough to bring Jay-Z down. This suit in particular was filed back in October, but Jay-Z wasn't named until the other day. Instead, he was referred to as Celebrity A. The suit also claimed that another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after party but did nothing to stop the assault. The suit also said that Jay-Z has been with Diddy during many of his crimes. And those were the only times Jay was mentioned in the suit, for 4 particular incidents out of the 20-page suit that was largely aimed against Diddy. And for a lot of artists who over the years have built up a ton of goodwill with their fans, you'd think Jay-Z fans would come to defend him. However, because of all these strange circumstances surrounding Jay-Z, a lot of people have been looking at him sideways. The strangest thing about this whole situation is that back in November, when the attorney filing this case, Tony Busby, announced that he was representing 120 newly alleged victims, an anonymous male celebrity sued him. About 3 weeks ago, an unnamed plaintiff, who turned out to be Jay-Z, was suing Busby and his firm. He accused Busby of shamelessly attempting to extort exorbitant sums from him, or else publicly file wildly false, horrific allegations against him. Jay's lawyers claim that Busby sent Jay a demand letter in which he threatened to unleash entirely fabricated and salacious allegations of sexual assault if Jay didn't comply with their demands. This does sound fairly suspicious and definitely sounds like extortion, which, if you didn't know, in this case is just threatening someone with legal action if they don't give you money.
Well, why?
However, I
feel like, but why would somebody randomly just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna pick on Jay and put this all on his name? Like, I don't know.
For extortion.
Like, that's just so random. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, they still got Diddy. For me, like, Diddy's still being investigated and going through whatever the heck. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, anybody know about 2-3 years ago, when the whole Epstein thing came down, if anybody was paying close attention, it had a lot of celebrities and politicians that was, you know, in these indictments that was coming down about human trafficking and et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to go into all the details about it right now, but a lot of these celebrity names was in it. I think Sean Puffy Combs' name was in it. I'm not mistaken, I think Beyonce's name was in it. I think Jay-Z might have been too. So that's what you're seeing now. I think you're seeing a crackdown on what these celebrities have been doing for many years.
Facts.
That go on in the industry. So
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's just a random target.
I think that,
and that's really gonna backfire if Jay is trying to counter, like, go against the lawyers and all that, but then it really comes out like there's proof of this stuff. Like,
right.
He's really, like, he's playing with fire, but at the end of the day, of course he's gonna deny it. Like,
of course he is.
He has to, like, it's...
But no, yeah, because it's messing his brand up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's messing up business. So, like, I mean, at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, you know, I seen a lot of people do the same thing, and then they wound up being found guilty, or the allegations was true. So we shall see. Down the stretch, down the line, we're gonna see who was telling the truth and who was lying.
But I also feel like people of their stature, nobody's gonna try to take them down unless there's really some crazy proof on, like, they can actually take them down. Like, I feel like they're not gonna mess with them because, one, they have a lot of money and they can loop around stuff and all that, and, like, two, like, they're literally celebrities with cult fan bases. Like, I just think if they're gonna try them, like, they really got stuff on them.
It's
like,
real deal.
That's why he even said that it was claimed in October, but we just found out it was Jay-Z now, like, in December.
Right.
So, like, they had to figure something out. They had to connect it.
But he had years of allegations saying that he had one of the rappers named Foxy Brown allegedly. Look at me now, don't allegedly. He had sex with Foxy when she was about 15, 16 years old. Allegedly. I mean, that's what the rumor is. Allegedly, he had sex with Rihanna too. Allegedly, at around the same age.
But I mean, him and Beyonce are what, 20 years apart? Back then, you feel me? And then it was the girl before Beyonce. I don't know what the heck her name was.
Yeah, Blue,
but you know what I'm saying?
Blue, I think her name was Blue Violet, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But,
So, you know.
anyways.
A legal expert, and they weighed in on this. According to the expert, this is somewhat common, and they said, you have a right to represent your client and demand that a potential defendant pay money to compensate your client. But you don't have a right to say, if you don't pay, I'm going to report you to the authorities. I think that's the really clear line. That's civil extortion and not protected by the First Amendment. So Busby on one hand is saying that these demand letters are common and it was just a way of keeping things private, whereas Jay-Z and his legal team are saying that it was just extortion. In response to the at the time anonymous lawsuit, Busby took to Instagram to release a statement. He said, I've been sued in Los Angeles in a last-ditch attempt to stop me from revealing names in public lawsuits. The case filed against my firm is not only without legal merit, it is laughable. Here's why. On behalf of two clients who alleged sexual assault, we sent a standard demand letter to a New York lawyer that we know represents an alleged perpetrator and potential defendant. The letters were sent seeking a confidential mediation in lieu of filing a lawsuit. No amount of money was included in the demand letters. No threats were made. The demand letters sent are no different than the ones routinely sent by lawyers across the country in all types of cases.
So how are you extorting if there's no money attached?
Lawsuits flying back and forth makes this pretty complicated. And right now it's basically a he said, she said situation because us general folks don't have enough information to come to a good conclusion of what actually happened. We don't know what exactly Busby said.
But the conclusion is the industry is satanic.
Yeah.
Bottom line. So
Yeah.
we gotta keep it real. I've been seeing a lot of people. I'm not gonna name any names on here, but I've been watching podcasts and them talking about the same exact situation. And their excuse is, when you get rich and you black and you have billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, you know, people target you and you a threat. But
I mean, that's a double-sided thing, because I mean, that is true in some situations, but
it's
others,
rituals. It's rituals that go on.
If somebody is just like that as a human being, then they're just like that as a human being. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying, but that's a cop out. Everybody always use.
Yeah.
Oh, they black, so this is why it's happening to them, and they got money. No, sometimes people do a lot of wrong, especially in that music industry.
Yeah.
People have come out and told stories. Freaking Kanye West is one of them. That was close to Jay-Z. He said that they sacrificed his moms. That a lot of things go on behind the scenes that you don't know.
But I mean, that goes back to back to like the rich white men that go down for stuff. Y'all don't say that like, oh my God, he's rich and he's white.
No, they say they say that he did it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to us, all of a sudden we an exempt to do.
But certain situations, yes, because there's certain things that I like just don't believe about certain people that y'all try to make seem like they're really bad, but I don't think they are.
Right.
Cause like, you know.
So I mean,
but
that's all I'm saying is.
If you were discussing human, then you were discussing human.
Yeah, it
don't got nothing to do with you being rich and black. Like,
right, it don't matter what color you are. And
that's not gonna be. That's not the excuse that y'all should be using.
And all these people like are freaking taking up for Meek Mills, bro. Yo.
I'll be laughing at
Meek Mills is in that lawsuit, and it says that it's Nicki Minaj's boyfriend from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What other boyfriend she had?
Exactly, that's from Philly.
But Meek.
Exactly.
He's in the indictments. Go back and look at my old live stream on my page.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out. He's in it. It's not gonna say his name because they protecting him, but what other boyfriend she had from Philadelphia?
Mm-hmm.
So someone's clapping them cheeks. So he can deny it all he wants to. But it's rituals in Hollywood. So go ahead, man. That's just crazy.
Man letter, and we don't know all of the information that Busby has against Jay-Z. So all of this makes the lawsuit situation all the more complicated, and Jay-Z was forced to respond swiftly. After all of this went down and the lawsuit hit the news cycle on December 8th, Jay-Z responded within hours with a statement on the Roc Nation Twitter page. He said, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny."
Now him saying that is gonna make his brand be damaged because he's saying he don't want to settle. So now the lawyer is basically going to be dragged, and when it's constantly dragged, they're going to constantly keep talking about it in the media. And this is what happened to Puffy. First, it was this allegations first, and then you start seeing all the brands just like backtrack. Yeah. No, we done with him. We the same thing gonna happen.
Because I mean, if they really in the right, you feel me? Yeah. Like they're gonna go hard because now you going against them. Like,
right. So
you're not just playing nice. Like you look at this is a threat.
So somebody made a statement yesterday. So is Kendrick still going to perform at the Super Bowl now? Is he still going to be there?
Man.
Allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature.
Can we just focus on the fact that he basically just said, you feel me, first off, you're a fraud and I'm finna do all this stuff to you. Mm-hmm. Second off, basically, everybody knows Jay-Z has enough money to do whatever the heck he want to anybody, you feel me? And then now he's trying to play the pity game, talk about my wife and my my kids got to deal with to make everybody feel bad. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, don't let the
boy.
But Puffy did the same thing, but when they prosecute you, assets be seized. Different procedures get done in the process of this. You lose money, and you lose time in this process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because them lawyers that they have is real expensive. They not cheap lawyers.
They good. They really get you out of like
even
if you did something, they could get you out of it. Like on some crazy.
Yeah, but a lot of them, lawyers are on retainer, but they getting hundreds of thousands.
Like their whole living is based off of what is surrounded by you, like what you need at that moment.
So it's gonna cost you one way or another. Money and time or jail time.
claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world, who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment in thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiot claims that you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. This was the original version of the post from Jay-Z, which was quickly deleted to add this last sentence, in which he said, I look forward to showing you just how different I am. So Jay-Z's response...
You know how crazy that sounds?
But here's my thing. He said that he protects children.
Man.
And we don't get down like that. But you're the same one that did 2 albums with R. Kelly. That was hurting children. That was molesting children.
Man.
So you tell me. Everybody know in Hollywood and everybody knew in the world that he was messing with Aaliyah.
But I mean, where's the action of protecting kids though? What do we see that you protect? I'm so confused.
To me, he just put that out there to try to use that as a, I don't know, I guess a tactic. But
any lawyer who has actual proof he's not caring about this, bro.
But I just know. If you saying he really from the hood like that, and that's what he claimed, once somebody has that type of jacket on them, I'm not even dealing with you. I'm not doing no music with you. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not even associating myself with you. Yeah. But he associated himself with R. Kelly, and this was known. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seen that documentary about him that they was married and they forged the freaking documents, bro.
Yeah.
So come on, so no. That's off that alone tells me what type of character a person he is. Cause I'm not even.
And I mean, if Diddy gets proven guilty, look at.
Come on,
bro. What?
Y'all seen the bottle of freaking baby oil? Come on, but they got videotapes of everything.
Oh man.
If they would release those videos in his house. Of what was going on and those parties,
they're done.
Come on, bro.
And they was saying that he was recording some of the acts, just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly was recording some of the acts.
So I mean,
and if they get a hold of that, that's crazy footage.
As an ad on Twitter, which was definitely kind of strange. Although some people were saying that he was just trying to spread the word and defend his name. After this came out, a lot of fans pointed out what Busby said weeks ago, and it really became a whole debate of whether or not this whole situation was just extortion. But like I said, it's really hard to call anything right now because we don't know what Busby said, we don't know what Jay-Z said or what he did, so it's hard to come to a conclusion. A lot of people also thought the addition of the last line, I look forward to showing you just how different I am, was a pretty devious thing to say. And then just yesterday, Jay-Z's lawyers motioned for the defendant Jane Doe to reveal her identity before proceeding. This is the first legal action we have seen publicly from Jay-Z in this case, and in the motion for the plaintiff to reveal their identity, Jay's lawyers said, for months an extortionate campaign has been targeting Jay-Z under cover of darkness. That campaign was cynical and calculated to force payment of an exorbitant sum of money. Jay would have to pay X millions of dollars irrespective of the truth or else. They also alleged that Busby tried to shut down Jay-Z's defense. So Jay's lawyers are calling for either the accuser to reveal her identity or for the allegations to...
They want to know who the girl is. Why they want to know who the girl is publicly so everybody can see. Probably to take her ass out. Probably to kill her.
But I wonder why he doesn't just pay the people.
To me,
because this wouldn't be the first time you pay somebody off.
But to me, if I did not do it, I'm not paying you a dime.
But I bet you he has before.
But
why?
Could be.
Celebrities do that all the time.
Yeah, but I'm not paying. If I know I ain't do nothing, I'm not paying you a dime. But my thing is, why do they want to know her identity? That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she could be scrutinized. She could be threatened. Something could happen to her before. You know what I'm saying? Before they go to court.
Or I mean,
dismissed.
like
Basically, they were saying that no facts had actually been provided, and this was just Busby's way of trying to use his high-profile Diddy case to extract money from other celebrities, and if they didn't pay, he'd destroy their reputations. Also, in a few of the recent cases against Diddy, the judges have ruled that the anonymous plaintiffs would also have to identify themselves, so it's possible that that will have to happen here as well. Quick little editor's note. While I'm filming this video, Tony Busby tweeted out, "The New York Times contacted me to ask for my response to rapper Jay-Z's allegation that I tried to extort and blackmail him. My response is pretty straightforward. No one has made any threats. Jay-Z's assertions are bogus and laughable. Instead, our firm has sent a standard demand letter seeking a mediation on behalf of a woman who alleges Jay-Z sexually assaulted her as a minor. The letter was vetted and approved by our client, whose preference was to attempt resolution short of filing a lawsuit. This approach is common in these types of cases. What you are seeing played out now is a coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients. This effort has included harassing my family and colleagues and even offering former clients money to sue me, which is illegal. When an alleged perpetrator behaves in this manner, wildly asserting that a basic demand letter is extortion and aggressively using the media to attack the opposing lawyer while at the same time ignoring the allegations being made by the alleged victim, it reminds me of a famous line from Shakespeare. "The lady doth protest too much, methinks." We intend to address all of these issues with the court in due course. Let me be clear, we will not be bullied or intimidated by these shenanigans, and our clients won't be silenced. Meanwhile, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Blue Ivy are at the premiere of Lion King, so I guess they aren't too bothered. And if you thought that was complicated, well, the case gets worse. The lawsuit is coming from the lawyer I mentioned, Tony Busby, and a lot of people online have been claiming that he isn't the greatest lawyer. Now I'm going to say right now before I dive into this, I'm no legal expert, I cannot tell you if he's good or bad, but I will tell you a few of the reasons that people have issues with him. For one reason, he's done a ton of high profile cases, for example cases against BP, Deshaun Watson, and Travis Scott. However, I did look into the Deshaun Watson and Travis Scott cases, and many of those were mostly settled confidentially. Another reason people don't like Busby is because he's a Trump supporter, which I don't think I really need to break down. And Tony Busby was also the lawyer who announced the 120 essay cases against Diddy that I mentioned earlier, and then he held a press conference to tell people about it.
As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. Of course,
oh man.
So y'all remember when Cat Williams was on Club Shay saying, he said that 2024, basically going to 25, you're going to see a lot of things is going to be exposed about that industry. But I saw yesterday some disturbing things. It's always us, certain podcasters. It was like they always make everything out of color, man. Come on, man. Like, for us to clean our community up, we got to clean our community up. We're starting with us. Now, like y'all really think that these people are morally good people? Come on, man. No, bro.
I don't even think that color should be brought into this. If they're doing heinous acts to kids and women, then for me,
exactly.
It is what it is.
That's the first thing we always go to the color card all the time.
And there's white people on that. There's white people on that list.
Exactly.
Like what? That was taken down before.
Weinstein, no me got locked up. Freaking Jeffrey. What's the name on freaking Jeffrey?
I forgot.
Epstein. Yeah, the same one. He went down for it. So come on, like stop acting like these dudes, Europeans ain't going down for these heinous crimes.
Colors don't got nothing to do with nothing. If you're doing something wrong, then that's just what it is.
But a lot of them have ties with people in that industry, and I guarantee you, if these rappers and some of these entertainers start going down for these crimes and they found guilty of it, watch all of a sudden they're gonna start now jumping ship and then basically talking against them. Come on, man, get out of here. That's what they always do.
It's a long list already. Of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on.
And a lot of people have looked at this one of two ways. The first being, wow, he's brave to go after the big fish. And what he's saying then lines up perfectly with what's happening now. And the other perspective is that this guy is really big on theatrics and kind of pushing his own name. I mean, to be fair, I didn't see any other lawyers against Diddy holding whole press conferences for 30 minutes. And Jay-Z himself thinks that Tony Busby is pursuing attention and wealth. He does own a real estate firm and is fairly wealthy, which you can see all over his social media. And he also ran for office a couple of times in Houston, both unsuccessfully. I looked a bit more into this and I found out that a lot of people in Houston aren't too big on Busby. According to a few hundred people on Reddit, Tony Busby misconstrued his success as a lawyer who litigates against large companies as some kind of higher call to run for public office. He would just be a wacky, larger-than-life.
But I'm confused. When did we start researching lawyers like whole lives? Like when Thug went, you feel me? And they assigned him his lawyer. We love him. We you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a great lawyer, and you know, I didn't hear nothing about no research.
Because
we over here, we know that he got a real estate firm, all these cars, a house.
Because they're trying to make it seem like, oh, he's only going after the brothers.
Man.
But if they was going after some Europeans, nobody would be saying that. It would be nothing. if this was Tom Hanks or Ben Affleck or one of them type of guys, nobody would be saying nothing.
I don't know.
Would you be saying coloring?
I don't know.
Hell no, you wouldn't. Think about it here. You think what I'm saying?
There's a lot of this. I don't know why we're looking into the lawyer when you feel
Exactly,
me.
man.
We supposed to be looking into why the heck Jay got these allegations.
Was y'all looking into the lawyer when Weinstein went down for, you know what I'm saying, for his situation? Or freaking Jeffrey when he went down? Was y'all looking into the lawyers then? Was y'all talking about, oh, he's only attacking them because they European? No, y'all wasn't saying.
Crazy as heck.
Because y'all don't give a damn about them. That's why.
Crazy as heck.
Think about it. Go ahead, man.
If he'd kept it to that, but instead decided to insert himself into things Houstonians did not want him for. To be fair though, he did get 28% of the vote the first time running for mayor and 41% the second time running for council, so it's not like everyone hated him. And I say all of this just to say, it is possible that there are good reasons people don't like this guy, and it is possible that Jay-Z is right about what he said in his response. However, it's also just as possible that Busby is fighting the good fight for the victims. But on top of all of this, there's also been some shady foreshadowing going on when it comes to people like Diddy and Jay-Z. Originally, after everything came out about Diddy, people began looking sideways at Jay-Z, especially since he was so quiet. 50 Cent even said, "Anybody seen Jay?" Puff said he ain't been answering his phone. 50 also said in an interview that a lot of the celebrities who aren't speaking out like he is are probably scared since they were involved.
You have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated.
I went over all of this.
I don't know.
Now 50 said that.
I don't know.
Now 50 said that. And so don't sit here and say 50.
I don't know if he never went to the party.
50 said that. He said, I didn't participate in those parties. He said it.
He might have just been minding his business.
He said it.
He might have just walked past it.
No, he walked past. He said he ain't go to them joints. He said he ain't go. You feel me? Like I ain't going to none of that.
No.
You see him on Drink Champs calling Fab and them daddy and Meek Mill's in the pool daddy. Like how a grown man calling you daddy?
I don't know.
Yeah, he did because he clapping them cheeks. Yeah, he clapping them cheeks.
Man.
Yeah. So he in the industry. So 50 Cent said he did it. So 50 lying? 50 lying. So it's a conspiracy now when 50 say it, but 50 is in the industry though. Come on.
But then they're gonna say if he never went to the parties, how does he know that he did it?
Because people talk, they got friends. People talk. Yo man, this his party was wild last night, man. Yeah. Them cheeks was all over the place.
Yeah.
Spraying, yeah, all that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Tell on my last video about Jay-Z and Beyonce, but I'll break down the main things that apply here. First of all, people thought it was strange that Jay-Z met Beyonce when she was 18 and started dating her when she was 19 because he was 31 at the time. And the second main thing that people have pointed out is Jay-Z's connections over the years to R. Kelly and P. Diddy, who are two known sex offenders. Diddy and Jay-Z have been friends since the 90s when they were both going up in the music industry. They even collaborated on a track in 1997. On top of that, these two were also connected to Aaliyah and R. Kelly, who were married when Aaliyah was only 15. Dame Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z.
So what I just say, how you gonna associate yourself with a guy that was messing with an underage female?
But wasn't Jay messing with her too?
After the fact, years later. I don't know if she was 19, 20 years old.
Man, he knows what's up.
So that's my thing. I'm not messing with him.
Yeah.
Period.
Aaliyah, when she was of age, said he thought it was morally wrong for Jay-Z to do a collab album with R. Kelly when he did. Dame said, "It's morally wrong to do a project with someone that we know, with my girl, or anybody for that matter." He also said Jay-Z tried getting at Aaliyah too.
And then, you know, I guess Jay was trying to get at her as well, and I didn't know. And then it got brought up, and I was like, fuck both of y'all. But it never worked out for them, and we were both like trying to get at her. I kind of eased up, but then we ran into each other. It's a long story.
So you and Jay was both getting at Aaliyah, obviously.
Everybody was getting at Aaliyah, bro.
Right.
So there was undoubtedly some shady stuff going down in their circle, as Jay-Z was friends with P. Diddy and R. Kelly. And it's possible that Jay-Z knew about some of the stuff that was going on. Things got even more complicated when Piers Morgan had a guest on named Jaguar Wright, who's a singer who's worked with Jay-Z. And he had her on his show to discuss the Diddy situation. And it was on this episode that she brought up Jay-Z and Beyonce's involvement.
Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail, get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there.
To be clear, I couldn't find any articles funding this docuseries, by the way, but I did see a few articles that said Jay-Z declined to be interviewed for the show. Jaguar also said in this interview that Jay-Z and Beyonce are a nasty couple who do nasty things. Now, before I tell you what followed this interview, I want to tell you a little bit about Jaguar Wright. In my previous video, I mentioned that Jaguar has made a ton of crazy claims, many of which have gone nowhere, so I wouldn't count on her to be the most credible source, although she has gotten some things right. But it's also possible that she does know something. One person on Reddit said it pretty well when they said she might be right about some of the stuff regarding Diddy, but I'm guessing a lot of it was already known in the music industry. And even a broken clock like Jaguar Wright is right twice a day. Regardless, following her interview on Piers Morgan, Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyers reached out to Piers. They said Piers Morgan's irresponsible broadcast filled with lies is so far over the line that a legal ultimatum was warranted. Nobody acting under the guise of journalism can elicit outrageous statements from exploitive situations in an effort to drive clicks and not have to answer for that. Because of this, Piers Morgan actually apologized and trimmed the segment from his show.
Well, last week I interviewed Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years. Those claims have received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims
they
were
lawyers.
totally
They not
false
coming
and
out
have no
speaking.
basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Again, there are two main ways to take this. One, Beyonce and Jay-Z didn't want crazy, disrespectful misinformation like this on the internet, or they really did what Jaguar was saying and were trying to keep it quiet. Regardless, this...
But isn't there like a something that says if you say allegedly, then that means like you're good? Like, isn't that something
but
you're not saying that it's true or false? It's like allegedly.
Yeah, but people will still try to seize you from talking about it though.
Jim stuff.
Yeah.
They'll try to seize you from talking about it. That's because they don't want nobody to know nothing. Like I said, when you're a monster, you try to hide that you're a monster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, so they just want to be able to brush everything in the rug. But then on top of that, they're not going to change. They're going to continue to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until they really get caught, because they feel like I got money. So I'm untouchable because I got money. I can pay lawyers. I can pay people off. I can settle out of court and keep it on a hush hush. So when you have money like that, you feel like you're untouchable.
Right.
But it's proven that ain't nobody untouchable.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When you have somebody that really have high morals and values, and or they really stand for justice, they're gonna come at you full fledged.
Mm-hmm.
So that money and all that and who you are cannot protect you from going down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Crashing and burning. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just their time. They've been doing this for a long time. It's their time. It's just their time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I won't put it past them though. You know, like I said, understanding the industry and how the industry is, you have to do rituals to move up in there. And anybody, and like, I don't care what somebody call me as a conspiracy theorist. People have that have been in Hollywood have come out and spoke about the things that are going on behind the scenes. So you don't have to believe it. If you don't believe it, go in the industry and try it out. Go ahead. And then come back and then report on it. If I'm a conspiracy theorist or anybody else, go in the industry.
But that's how I felt about Jaguar. Like,
she was in there. She was in the industry.
So even though there is no like proof or, you feel me, I feel like, you know, first-hand witness is a real thing.
It's there. They was in there.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? So, but
not saying that she's always right, but
of course, the people that want to continue to keep getting paid and have ties in the industry, of course they're going to deny it. Of course.
Yeah.
They supposed to deny it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really did what Jaguar was saying, and we're trying to keep it quiet. Regardless, this only made the situation bigger, and around this time Jaguar Wright also went on Real Life Productions for another interview. She again stirred the pot and made an hour's worth of more huge claims, and also spoke on the theory that Jay-Z and Beyonce were involved in the death of Aaliyah. This TikTok in particular got 15 million views with damn near every comment saying they believe her, and whether or not you believe Jaguar is entirely up to you, but she's been making a ton of headlines for her claims. And all of this happened about a month or so before the lawsuit came out against Jay-Z, along with Jay-Z's claims of extortion, which brings us to where we are today. Right now, there are two main schools of thought. First, there is the group of people I mentioned that are cross-referencing Jay-Z's friendship with people like Diddy and R. Kelly. There are a ton of Twitter threads with people talking about all of the Jay-Z suspicious incidents and all of his friendships over the years. One fan said Jay-Z has 2 albums with R. Kelly and a whole tour with him, and is close friends with him, Diddy, and Harvey Weinstein, but there's suddenly no way he could be a predator because he's married to Beyonce. Another said that message Jay-Z posted was condescending, narcissistic, and used victim-blaming and gaslighting rhetoric, and he never not once said he didn't do it. I hope he goes down bad. A lot of people think that this super quick response means that they knew this was coming and are guilty, so this was prepared in advance. On the flip side, the other major group is the people who think Jay-Z is innocent, or should at least be innocent until proven guilty when more information comes out. This is for a few reasons. For example, Ebro said in defense of Jay-Z, Jay wrote this 32 minutes ago, ago on his iPhone, and no one is speaking on his behalf. A lot of people, along with Ebro, think that this response from Jay-Z is just genuine and from the heart. And to be fair, it doesn't.
What the heck is it? What the heck?
Because Ebro.
Wait, what?
Because Ebro is in the industry. Anybody that's in the industry is going to basically not say nothing, or they're going to talk off for these dudes.
I ain't like that response was dumb fast.
No, but at the end of the day, that's what it is, bro. Come on, man. He's in the industry. Period. So, if I'm in the club and one of the members I know do something criminal, either I'm going to keep my mouth shut because he's my brother in the club, or I'm going to speak on his behalf because I don't want people to think that because I'm part of this club.
Right.
I'm like that too.
Right.
So come on.
Right.
Seem to be written in your typical PR trained way. Another fan said in response to Ebro's tweet, Jay-Z knew this was coming. I'm sure his legal team was notified that this was coming his way, and he had this prepared days/weeks in advance by his legal counsel. People on his level don't get blindsided by shit like this, which is also true. Lil Duval said on Twitter, they put out the most outrageous accusations and y'all just automatically believe it. Like I said, there's also a ton of people calling out the lawyer, Tony Busby, with one person saying, a civil lawsuit involving Tony Busby, so you know it's bullshit. But a huge portion of the population is stupid and is gonna lean on confirmation bias with this. There's also a third school of thought, with people like 50 Cent jumping in, trolling, talking about, okay, I don't know what's going on, but are we still gonna have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend. Other people are pointing out Bron saying Hove did and saying Jay-Z got 100 problems now. The internet, of course, is doing what they're always gonna do. Regardless of which school of thought you fall into or whoever's side you're taking, I'm just here to bring you guys the facts and tell you what the situation is, along with bring you everyone else's perspectives. In my opinion, as with everything else that's in the media cycle, I think it's best to just let everything play out in the legal system and use our best judgment and not like jump to conclusions right away. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video, you may like my video where I go into more detail explaining all of the theories surrounding Jay-Z and Beyonce that I briefly mentioned in this video. I also talk more about Jaguar Wright because she's pretty interesting, so make sure to check out the video on screen right now. Other than that, if you like this music related news, make sure to subscribe down below.
Man.
I don't know. At the end of the day,
it's a mess.
At the end of the day, the fans or people pick and choose who they want to believe and what not to believe. And especially when it comes from the inner cities, we always it's taken up for people just because of the color of their skin and not looking at people's behavior. This guy messed with two dudes. One is locked up now, and the other one is locked up now for the most heinous crimes against young females, which is R. Kelly. And he cool with these guys. He did business with these guys. So I'm not doing business with a man that has a reputation like that. Bottom line, no shape, form, or fashion. I have nothing to do with him. So that right there alone tells me that, you know, the stuff like that. I'm not being cool with a guy that was messing with underage females. I'm not doing it.
That's facts.
Because I have a daughter right here, and I wouldn't want nobody messing with my underage daughter. So why would I condone or be cool with a guy that's messing with underage females? I'm not going to do that. Now, my daughter's of age now, but if she was 14, 15 years old, you think I would want a man in his late 20s or 30s messing with my daughter? Hell no. So why would I want to freaking associate myself with somebody that was doing that? And that's found guilty and that's in prison right now for that.
That's facts.
So you tell me.
That's facts.
So nigga talking about, oh, I'm from Brooklyn, we don't get down like that. Man, please. Right now, you go online right now in New York City on a pedophile list, and you will see pictures of not just white men, but you will see pictures of black men. And you can go from county to county, Queens, Brooklyn, and you're going to see black men on there.
Man, Jay-Z hasn't been in Brooklyn in so long.
Come on, exactly. I ain't want to hate this.
That don't even matter no more. I don't even know why he said that.
You think dudes from Brooklyn that's from the hood don't be messing with underage females?
Exactly, that's it.
What that mean?
That's it.
It's all about your morals and values.
That's it.
It's all about, you know what I'm saying, are you going to stand on living right or or you gonna be a creep, know me type of dude. Get out of here. We ain't jacking that. Get out of here. So don't use Brooklyn as an excuse. Get out of here.
Thanks.
Look it up. You know what I mean? Like, look how many faces is online that's people of color that have melanin in their skin that's on those websites, as well as his Latinos, as well as his whites that's on those websites that has been convicted and now they are now labeled a sex offender.
Mm-hmm.
So being from Brooklyn or from the projects don't mean a goddamn thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. What y'all think about this vid, and you know if Jay-Z did it or not. You know
We shall find out. We shall find out.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
Shout out to everybody worldwide.
Peace.
Peace.